Hello everyone, my name is Loko and welcome to some more Heroes of the Storm. Today it is time to play my favorite character from the StarCraft universe. Today we're gonna be playing a little bit with Abathur. Alrighty, so welcome to the Infernal Shrines. Now, I'm gonna be playing a Locust Focus build, and for those of you unfamiliar with how Abathur works, he's a very different hero, and generally speaking, you focus on a build that is not considered to be a Locust Focus one. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, generally speaking, you won't be doing that as it simply isn't as efficient in team fights as some of the other builds are. Now, I gotta be extremely careful. I basically can't fight straight up whatsoever. I am all gonna be about, symbioting the targets and also putting down these toxic nests and all that sort of shenanigans. But I need to try my very best and soak the experience here, as it's very obvious that currently our Diablo did end up falling there and he took quite a couple of losses and we didn't want to lose any experience because of that. Now I'm gonna go back towards the top lane here, but it's my goal here to focus on a Abathur who is built around the Locust. Now in the professional scene of Heroes of the Storm, that build is not very common. Generally speaking, you will be focusing on the Evolution Master type build, I suppose. But in this particular instance, since this is a quick match anyway, we may as well go ahead and give it a try. We're gonna try our very best, do as much damage, and it looks like we helped out at the very least, picking off Sonya there quite nicely. Very, very helpful. Will allow us to get a nice little, at least like a somewhat of an experience lead here in the earlier stages of the game. Now, here's the thing that we are super powerful at, okay? We can, like, soak experience while also helping out the team. So what I can do, while most of the allies are probably, heading down towards the top lane very soon, I'm gonna tunnel towards the bottom and sort of stand right out here. And what happens is that we'll be soaking experience while also helping out the team here in the top lane, right? We just gotta be very careful, because obviously I can easily get picked off if I'm out in the open like this. But I found it to be, generally speaking, fine to do so. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go with the prolific dispersal. Is what it's called? Yeah, the prolific dispersal. Anyway, that basically is focusing around getting me some more toxic nests, which can oftentimes help out. Sadly, one of my allies did end up falling there. Once again, gonna jump here on the Gul'dan. And obviously, we're soaking quite a bunch of experience here already. Gotta be real careful though, because my team is starting to drop low. And the team fight hasn't gone too amazing. As you can see, the experience actually has tipped back in the favor of the opponents. Tried clicking there on Sonya, did not quite get it, but it's fine. Top lane seems to, at the very least, have stabilized somewhat. I'll try and pick up some extra experience here in the middle lane instead as well. Potentially, get some more over there. As you can see, though, the bottom lane is being pushed in very, very aggressively, which is nice. Like, it will help us out. Now, you should probably just back up, dude. Don't know entirely why you're still around there. But you can see, like, the XP gathering that I'm doing right now and the pushing in of the bottom lane is already starting to pay off here, for sure. Now, you gotta keep in mind, this is quick match, so neither of the teams got any kind of, healer. Get out of here, dude. Woo! Very, very, very risky. Oof. So close, man. So very, very close. Now, sadly, the opposing team did just manage to grab the Punisher here. I'm gonna just keep on soaking, though. And even though the fights have not gone in our favor just yet, we have been pushing quite aggressively here in the bottom lane, and it's looking pretty good. Now, I gotta make sure here that we're not gonna overextend, right? I gotta make sure that we're not gonna overextend. But later on into the game, I'm gonna be able to push in these lanes with absolute ease. I'm always keeping an eye out on the minimap, okay? I don't want to be caught with my pants down. Once, for example, Zagara finds me right now, I have set up a nice little trap that should potentially help out, but in many instances, obviously, you still don't really want to risk it. Come on, you can go. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, come on, dude. They always jump. Alright, fine. Fine, I think we may very well have to sit on the tower instead, which you can indeed do. Obviously, once I symbiote a target, I'm gonna gain a couple of new abilities. One is to get extra armor, one is for single target damage, the other one for area of effect, but none of my allies are helping out the tower anymore, and that fort is gonna end up falling. So pretty unfortunate thus far. We'll go ahead and pick up the toxic nest with the extra slow here as well. generally speaking, an okay thing to do. I'm gonna just go ahead and slap some of these guys. See if I can potentially bait some of the enemies in here. But so far, it's not looking amazing. So far, it's looking a little bit messy. Now, generally speaking, right now in the pro scene, for those of you that have not been watching Heroes of the Storm very much as of late, it seems to be pretty common to run this hero in, for example, with combination of the werewolf, the worgen, right? And if you actually run them together, you can get basically 2 of them in the team fights, which is super powerful, as it will constantly keep on the pressure on the opposing team, and you can get some crazy plays with it. But most of the time, you're not going to be running a Locust Focus build. But then again, this is quick match. We're not even running a healer. So generally speaking, you're allowed to mess around a little bit more. And I've been really enjoying like the Locust Focus build, as it really, you know, gives you some crazy powerful pushing potential, particularly in late game. And I've been enjoying it a lot. I've had some instances where I've been nearly allowed to like solo the core, which obviously doesn't happen in many instances where, you know, you just sort of push all your locusts towards one of the targets. Now, I'm always going to try and tunnel. Come on. I'm always going to try and tunnel to where as little of my allies are located. And the idea behind that is that if I am doing it that way, there's a big chance that the, you know, the opponents are not going to be nearby. And therefore, I'm going to be allowed to stay alive a little bit longer. Now, this time around, though, it looks like Kilthos has decided that he wants to be over here. He probably knows of my positioning. I put up a lot of these toxic nests. Now, the shrine is actually in the bottom. Haven't seen anyone go to it yet. Come on, guys. You can't let him tank up like that. Once all the turrets are up, it's very difficult to stop him. Don't know where Kilthos is currently located, but oh, it looks like we found him. And sadly, obviously, I'm not gonna be the one in charge of leading these battles, right? Sadly, our Gaslow was just completely allowed, or their Gaslow was completely allowed to do whatever he wants. We'll go ahead and pick up the involved Monstrosity, which should hopefully allow us to start pushing in the top lane at the very least a little bit. Top lane is being pushed in at the very least somewhat by us, while the bottom one is being kept by the opposing team. They do have that camp once again taken. Obviously, this is Heroes of the Storm, right? One team fight can easily change the outcome of the game, so I don't really need to worry too much about what's going on. As long as we don't lose the match, I'm gonna be a-okay with this. It's just that we gotta be very careful. Now, ideally, we don't lose this. We're currently level 10 versus level 12. And sadly, with that hunter killer there, I'm gonna end up falling. So far, this has been dominantly in favor of the opposing team. But like I said, you know, we can easily come back as long as we focus on the correct targets and we take out the team fights. And I would say, like, later on into the game, we should be able to do both of that quite a bit easier. Come on, guys, pay attention to the minimap. You can all hang out in the bottom lane later. We're gonna lose a fort if you're not careful. I know you guys were busy picking off targets and whatnot, and while we do get a kill right now, losing the fort would be such a big deal. Guys, take out the minions in the back, please. I've been giving this thing armor for a long time. Whew! And it looks like we just barely keep it alive there. Very close. Okay. So once again, I'm gonna tunnel to where my allies aren't. Just stay close to it. Increase the chances of us getting bonus experience for the help. But I'm gonna have to get out. Sadly, that fort is left over with 0 HP. Top is being pushed in at the same time by their Zagara. So all in all, this is looking a little messy. This is looking a little messy and not very good for us. Okay. I got my my abilities here ready to go once again. But obviously in these kinds of team fights, when it's just a sheer numbers game, it doesn't really matter how good your teammates are. Yes, in many scenarios, it's just going to be very difficult to push in, right? Like if you're in a fight that is a 3 versus 2, generally speaking, you're just going to lose that fight no matter what. Try my very best here to hold on. Gonna have to lose the Monstrosity here, sadly, but I think the boss at the very least will be kept Or the push will at the very least be kept to a minimum now. Gul'dan is going to go ahead and help me out. We're doing quite a little bit of siege damage so far. In particular, later on, it will start ramping up really aggressively. But we need to get this, guys. We need to get that. I'll start putting up my my toxic nests all around the objective this time around. Try and be as helpful in that regard as possible. Okay. Now, I wasn't planning on symbioting the targets all too much. Dude, leave. You can't fight that. You can't fight 2 versus 1 once again. Very good. Nice pullback there. Good. Got the final hit. Very nice. Okay, you can go. You can go. We've got 21 of them already. Come on! Oh, nice. Oh, now you go. Once again, though, there's a whole bunch of turrets up. They only need 2 more hits here. But at the very least, this was a much better engagement than we previously had. And at the same time, we're still doing quite a bit of work here in the bottom lane as well. Middle lane is going to be pushed in quite aggressively, but I'm starting to like this twist here. Look at the experience, right? They had a sincere lead earlier, and that previous engagement we had was already looking far and away better than the ones we had before that. Now, it wasn't perfect just yet, but I like that engagement a lot more. Very careful though, guys. No need to die here. Absolutely zero reason to die. I would like to help out my ulti. Whoa. Loko, what are you doing here? I didn't mean to walk over there. But in the same time, while this was all going on, we did manage to, first and foremost, distract their Sonya. But secondly, also push in the bottom lane of all of the towers. Apparently I started walking. I didn't mean to start walking there, but... A little messy. That's okay. Once again, I'll be heading over. So this time around, I'll spawn the Locust Brood. And the Locust Brood is super good. I knew that Sonya was somewhere. And I thought they were all in the middle lane. Or at the very least headed towards the middle lane. As that camp just started joining in as well. And obviously the boss was there. I did not anticipate them picking off the camp right here in the bottom. So I literally tunneled straight in their arms. Oh man, that kind of sucks. I was gonna say, with the Locust Brood, we can do a lot of work. And we can help them push in there. But we should be good to go. The fear is incredible, Tigers. What are you talking about, dude? Get him. Guys, we can't lose this. Guys, please. Guys! Alright, well, I guess I will have to go ahead and clean this up. I'm definitely not the target for that. I'm sorry, I'm spamming pings. I'm that guy that spams pings, guys. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I play solo queue. Anyhow, I was planning on going to the bottom here. I'll go ahead and put down my Locust. Should be allowed to start pushing with that quite nicely. You should probably back up though, dude. Oh no, you're not backing up at all, are you? Okay. You got bad breath. We figured that out, dude. Get out, dude. Get out. Okay. Deep tunnel over here. Upgrade him to a Monstrosity. And we can keep on the pushing potential quite nicely. Very good. This time around we got here before all of the turrets get set up, which should help out a lot. Once again though, I'm gonna switch to Diablo as he seems to be in the middle of combat a lot more often. Well, if that is the case at least. Okay, the defensive ulti usage. Not a big fan of that, but it's better than dying, I guess. Where did oh, Diablo backed up. Diablo, no, wake up, dude. Okay. Well, this is gonna be scary. Keep in mind though, bottom lane is still being pushed in. I'm gonna go ahead and spawn a bunch more minions. Very nice. Okay. Apparently, he's just allowed to die. Which is unfortunate. Got him! Oh. But sadly, he also ended up falling. Guys. Come on! Ugh! What a messy game. Even though that fight up the top lane was so long, a, you know, complete advantage for us as far as just straight up numbers go. Apparently it wasn't quite enough in that regard either. But we got a fort. We got a fort, and as you can see, the experience lead is starting to be in our favor. And we may actually be able to just grab this this top one here as well. Very good. Very, very good. So we lost a keep, but at the same time, we got an objective done. And I'm not sure which is more important. It's hard to call. Actually, let's just stay over here. Okay. Should we join top? I'm gonna join top. Gonna put up a bunch of toxic nests right around my my hero here, I suppose. And I'm also gonna go ahead and create a Locust Nest here, because that's really gonna give us a crazy amount of Locust sustain. Now, sadly, we couldn't really support the boss in the top lane, so he's gonna end up falling. But look at the experience. Stay together, guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to get out in that case. Obviously, staying together doesn't really count for me, by the way, in case you were curious about that. Not because I am better than them, but because I'm Abathur. Don't know if he's gonna go ahead and try and find me. Stop hitting me! Killed us. Okay, try and push as aggressively as we possibly can here. So bottom lane is being pushed in while all of this is going on. Kiltas has since moved to the middle here. Very good. Okay. Spawning as many locusts here as possible. So bottom is gonna push. Bottom is gonna go. This should be good. I probably could have even pushed it more aggressively than I did here. I can obviously symbiote the thing here. Okay. I'm gonna go to the top lane. If I can. I want to push here with minions if that's possible at all. Oh hey, would you look at that? Would you look at all of that? Okay. So we're now gonna push in the top lane as well. Try and get some experience done. Okay, here we go. Now, obviously, we still have a couple of heroes that are, you know, still coming in. Once again, though, I gotta switch hero because it's really, oh my god, it's really our Diablo who's going in, but he goes in a little too aggressively. Whereas I guess our Sonya is playing extremely safe. There's no correct answer. He's constantly hitting the opposing team's Sonya. And they're trying to do like a battle of the Sonyas as opposed to try and figure out which of them is better. Obviously, Diablo is allowed to return a little faster though, which is good. There we go. Very nice move, actually. Very nicely done. Don't know if he's going to be able to get out. Obviously, I will help him out quite a bit. And as you can see, my spikes are pretty powerful as well at this point in the game. Nice little move. Looks like that actually caused an overextension on their end. And I'm going to spawn as much as possible here. Okay. Looks like I may have to clean up one of the camps once again. I think the boss, or at the very least the camp over here is going to be ours. We need 9 more. They only need a handful more, I guess, but... Camp at the very least went down. I was hoping we were going to push in a little more aggressively than we did here. Very good indeed. Okay, we're gonna start pressuring all lanes now. Okay, I'll have to Hearthstone here. Because I'm a little bit caught with my pants down. Did not realize... Oh god. Did not realize that their Zagara was right over there. Very good. Come on. Oh, come on, dudes! Oh, I was gonna say, that would have been ridiculous. I gotta be careful, though, because obviously there is vision here for their Zagara. I don't know how good their... Oh my god. I was gonna say, I don't know how good their map vision is. I'm gonna need some help. I'm gonna need some help. Guys, please! She's gonna slow down quite a bit, though. Run, run, run! No way. She's actually gonna ulti for that? Okay, good. Get her! Oh, she just put it. She just went to the Nidus. She just went to the Nidus. That was close enough. That was about as close as it can get. No, I need to be a little more careful. I want to find a good position though. Okay, right now I think we're safe. I'll just have to back out once again. I'll put up my ulti over here. I think I wanna head towards the bottom lane. It kind of depends on where the next objective is gonna be. You can see though, the score at the very least has evened up, right? The score at the very least has evened up very nicely. Now, I haven't really been making as much use of my Monstrosity as I could have, I think. We're gonna hang out. Very good. Very good. At this point, we are gonna start pushing. We are gonna start pushing quite nicely. Once again, they got that camp here in the bottom, which kind of is unfortunate for us. Diablo is so aggressive. Dude. Man, Diablo. Diablo, more like Rambo. Whew. Man, that Archon has been allowed to do whatever it pleases for a very long time now. Okay. Go back, regen HP, please, he says. Well, he's not inaccurate. But I mean, it's funny that Diablo is the one to say that. I just find that funny. Well, hey, at least if they have any kind of brain, they will be able to figure out very easily where I'm currently at. Because there's a whole bunch of locusts. At the very least, there's pressure, right? Okay, go. Okay. So our core is being hit, but that's fine. Guys, go push it, push it, push it. Very good. Nice move there by our ally. Well, not so much our Tigers, I suppose, but right now you can see the top lane is being pushed in really nicely too. Very good, and I think this is gonna be a good push. I think this is gonna be what we were looking for previously. We gotta be careful though, because they got a ton of vision because of Zagara. Like the creep have never been cleaned up. I don't know. I don't know if you will win this. Beautiful. That was good. For once, I like the aggression. This may very well allow us to push onwards. You can see the respawn time right now at this point in the game is insane. Dude, push. He's looking for me. I'd rather not die. Okay. This is where we tunnel. Okay. This is where we tunnel, and we back up. Put up a whole bunch of locusts, which hopefully is gonna help us out. Oh man. Sadly, I needed to buff it up a little bit longer. That was too greedy. But anyhow, we managed to do a lot of damage to them. And all things considered, I actually don't mind this. I just wish I could go to the top lane, man. That would have been so nice. I guess we'll start spawning Locust a while from here. Okay. We need to really stay together, though. You generally speaking want to take the guy in the back out first here. At least it seems to be a good measure. And also when Abathur is on you, obviously try and make use of his W. Because my area of effect damage did not get into play there. But all things are fine. All things are fine. Oh no, Sonya, please don't be AFK. Please don't be AFK. Oh no, please don't be AFK. Dude, this is like the worst timing to go. Okay, no, he's back. I was gonna say, that would be really, really bad if he leaves at the freaking 28-minute mark. This has been an insane game. Okay. I'm gonna try and help out here as well. Obviously, the more aggressive I move, the better it's gonna be. I don't want to overdo it, because this engagement could easily lose us the game. Good. Got him. Got him. Once again, Sonya versus Sonya. They seem to always be fighting. But this is great! Beautiful. Now in the meantime, Zagara is pushing in top. We don't really care, to be honest. I mean, I guess I could hold back here for a little bit, but we'll just push the core in. Okay, once again, tunneling over here. Backing up. I don't know why Sonya went back. Oh, Sonya went back to try and clear up that one minion. That's unfortunate. Guys, just hit the core. Just hit the core! Oh, man. Oh, man. Close one. Hit the core, dude! Hit the core! Hit the core! Ah! Close one. Close one. That was bad for my heart, but we managed to do 360,000 siege damage. Whew. For a moment, I thought that Gul'dan had died and that Diablo was trying to fight one of them but just spawned and he wasn't finishing off the core. I mean, most of the minions got almost cleaned up. I was about to tunnel there myself and start slapping at the core instead, which generally speaking works, but not perfectly. But either way, we managed to do quite a little bit of work. Now, as always, I'll leave the build that I've been using in this video down below in the description of the video. So if you're interested, you can have a quick look over here, or you can read it right there. And other than that, as far as our statistics go, we managed to do quite a little bit of hero damage as well, right? Like, I mean, we did quite a little bit of work. We did more than, you know, our Sonya, and we basically were right in between our Sonya and Diablo, which is definitely pretty solid, everything considered. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this pretty crazy match. If you haven't already, hit that like button, and if you want to see more, do make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as I upload more. And other than that, I want to thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!